Hello, this is Mitch King from Trade Stocks America with the daily stock report for Tuesday evening, January 6. We're looking at the Warden Brothers daily chart of T2108, which is the percentage of stocks above the 40-day moving average. I've talked about this the last several days. This indicator is going higher and higher. This number right over here represents 89% of all the stocks traded of the 7,200 that are shown on the Warden Brothers, including all the exchanges. So 89% of them are above the 40-day moving average. So we've seen quite a bit of breadth, and a lot of stocks have been moving up. Let's compare that with a comparison signal of the Dow Jones. This is the highest reading since August of 2003, so over 5 years, a high on this. So we're looking for a little bit of a pullback, nothing radical, and just a fairly short period of time, and I think the markets are poised to move up higher, especially in the oil sector, and we're going to see a lot of these small cap stocks like biotechs and some of the lower price speculative stocks will really move this month. At least I would look for those type of momentum plays. Here's a 2-year look on USO, which is the United States Oil Fund, which is an ETF. We are just starting to move up here. Let's take a closer look at that. And I look at all kinds of different settings each night for many different stocks. But we're looking for a little bit of a pullback for maybe a day or two or three, and very likely to see a higher high. I've mentioned this a couple weeks ago that I thought this would be one of the most profitable trades of the year. That was my big prediction. Not really sticking my neck out too much, considering oil's come down from 147 last July, 35.50 last week. And oil moving up is going to bring a lot of stocks up, a lot of different sectors, commodities, not just the oil. We're going to see ag chemicals come up, steel, metals and mining. The ones that just really got crushed are rebounding real nicely now. Still seems likely that we're going to get some sort of pullback on these housing stocks, although they've held up quite well, along with many stocks. Here's D.R. Horton, looking for a little bit of a pullback here. Consider selling short a very small amount in this housing sector. I'd start with DHI first, which is D.R. Horton. But this is not a pullback that we can do a blanket short sell and make money with the high odds of winning. I'm just thinking for a couple stocks in a couple sectors that are looking weak, and the housing one would be one of them. I've mentioned a couple other oil stocks for the aggressive trader to short just for a couple days. Is Cabot Oil, which is this chart here. Just looking for a couple days here, and here's another one, Goodrich Petrol, only looking for 10% on these for in a couple days. Here's a drop and pop that worked really well, was First Solar today. You can see the stock dropped from about $158.50, dropped $8 to $150.25, and rebounded straight almost $6 on that move, $5.50. So this move between here and here is about 3.5%, and that's really excellent. Anytime we're looking between 1 to 3% in a normal market for these intraday scalps, or what we're using the technique of a terminology called drop and pop, this really was a good one today and is likely to continue to repeat that tomorrow. I look for another one in Amazon.com. Didn't have much of a drop today. Went straight up over $4, which is about 8% move in this stock here. Between this low, between this $54 number and $58.25. Likely to see a shallow drop tomorrow and another pop on this Amazon.com. For those of you who are new to the daily stock report and have not gone through the Wizard training course, we're looking for the indicators to show a bottom on the moving average, and this is the MACD line, this green line here, and it's turning up and crossing through it, and you're looking for a moving average to turn up, and I'll show you a stochastics too. Here's a stochastics down here where you're looking for the yellow line to turn up first, followed by the blue line, which is the %K and %D, along confirming with MACD right here that I've shrunk a little bit, and the moving average turning up. There are other indicators like the OBV and the Williams percent R, but these two really do it for me. Keeps it real simple, and I like to have enough room on this price chart to really see the vertical movement. Of course, I use a lot bigger screen than what you're looking at. I use like a 24-inch screen on one, use a 30-inch screen on another computer, and I have another computer that has a 4-screen system that I put one individual chart on each of those 15-inch 4-screen systems. It's an old computer, so that's why I have 15-inch. You know, you really don't need that much computers to do that, and I've just been doing this for 16 years, so I like the real estate to follow a lot of different stocks. So don't be greedy, and try to keep your emotions of fear and greed under control, and you'll consistently make more money. Follow the indicators. Just be a real disciplined trader. Don't get over leveraged. That's usually the biggest problem we see in all traders, even including these hedge funds that have crashed and burned the last several months. You guys take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.